At Broadacre Contracting, we're wondering what cropping will look like tomorrow. Bourke Harvesting has the tomorrow today. The CR11 Combine.
On the front, it's an FD2 61-foot MacDon header in a CR11 New Holland Combine, a next generation machine, which obviously was released to the public this year in Australia anyway. Pretty impressive really, my first time in a yellow machine in New Holland, coming up from the red ones. So it's a new screens in these things, new handpiece, new console, but as far as operating, it's very similar to the other machines that we run with Bourke Harvesting. Obviously having a 61-foot front is a bit bigger than what we're usually used to. We usually run 40s or 45s, so it is the biggest machine around with the biggest front around, which is pretty impressive. You get used to it after a while, it just feels normal, I suppose. The power this thing's got's pretty incredible really. You can sit at capacity and push it harder and it just won't block, it just keeps on eating, and the grain loss out the back is pretty much non-existent. You don't really find any grain out the back, even when you're pushing it to capacity, whereas lower tier machines are, I guess, pretty often limited by grain loss, where this at the minute isn't. It's just, you can push it as hard as it wants to go and it won't throw it out the back. It does fill up quick obviously because you've got a lot more product coming through with a 60-foot front on. It's a way bigger bin and it unloads a lot faster. This is 220 litres a second, so it's a lot of product, yeah.
Tomorrow's looking promising, and I wonder if it comes in red. Next week, we'll have a look at the case AF10 and find out how both machines went in the 2025-26 harvest. Let's find out more about the company that's been hands-on with these machines. Give us a bit of a backstory of Bourke Harvesting then. 50 years in business, you know, contracting industry, and it's not it's not just harvesting, but you know, 50 years in business, we've obviously done a lot of, you know, made a lot of right decisions. Give us a background of those decisions and
yeah,
how we got to where we are today then.
It all started, my dad and grandfather started harvesting all those years back. I can remember going away harvesting and living away for that period of the year doing that, and essentially following my grandfather and my dad around, I guess learning from them. There would be very, very few contractors, especially larger scale ones now, that are just 100% contracting income. We don't have a farm or anything like that, so contracting is our livelihood, it's our passion, and as I say, I'm just a beneficiary of a lot of their hard work.
Yeah. There's many things that tell us we're very good at what we do when we're knowledgeable. A few key points I take is the time you have with clients. Early during harvest there, you had a celebration of 30 years of a client relationship with someone you service. So that means you've been in the industry a long time. What holds that type of relationship and successful outcome, Matty? Because it's a fairly big thing.
Nah, huge thing, and yeah, 30 years at Dalton Farming, phenomenal people and great client, and they're just one of many. I'm the third generation here, so the people before me have laid the foundation, and I just get to pick up where they left off. So for me, I've got it somewhat easy, I suppose. But I think what's super important, and we can never forget it, you can't just be there to supply a machine. You've got to supply the service that goes with it, and not forget about that, and just making sure that you're getting the job done in the right way.
Yeah, yep.
And working closely with your clients.
Yep. Next week, AF10.